as Peter Griffin would say, you know what really grinds my gears? The fact that in modern day gaming, when you go and you plunk down 60 fucking bones for a game, you're only getting a portion of said game. Because they have all this shit locked away on the disc, they have it that it's exclusive to said retail outlet, they have it so that chunks of the game are all available online, you have to buy that all extra. And all this will be available on day one. So you already know that shit was finished, they just took it out because they needed that extra fucking money. So they gotta keep on milking this tea until it's dry as fuck, like the Sahara or like most old women's fucking crusty ass vagina. They have to continuously keep doing this shit. This corporate mentality drives me up a fucking wall. Like, to the point that I'm breakdancing, juking and jiving, having a good old time, and all over the fucking place. It like a kill scene from the original Nightmare on Elm Street, which was one of the best, by the way. Fucking Nancy just, all that shit was really awesome. But, back to the point. I hate that this happens all the time, but GameStop loves the fuck out of it. Power to the player! No. Power to the CEO and all the fucking corporate suits up at the top, and everybody else pretty much gets a big old magical middle finger. They figure a good way to go and drive traffic into their stores is take AAA games from, you know, the biggest publishers, Electronic Arts and Activision, Ubisoft and the like. So go with them. And they want to go and take good portions of the game and make it so that it's exclusive content that you can only get through GameStop. So they're literally arm in arm dancing through a fucking field with these publishers, trying to make it so that when you go and buy a game, if you just so happen to get it from somewhere that isn't GameStop, you got fucked out of content. Now, something like this, people could say, well, why is that a big deal? Just go to GameStop, buy it there, and everything will be hunky-dory, right? Wrong. There's several problems with something like this. Let's say, for example, GameStop is going through with, I don't know, just think of a random big-ass title that's going to be coming out, okay? And it's coming out, and GameStop is going to get this exclusive content because they were in talks with the publisher. Well then, Amazon hears about it, and Walmart hears about it, and Best Buy hears about it, and Target hears about it. So all of them feel, well, you know, we sell games, we're a big retail chain, we also want a piece of that pie. So then they go to the publisher, well, what about us? What about us? What about us? What about us? Okay, so now all of them, they get their own shit too. See, before, it wasn't all that bad. It was dumb shit. Oh, but you get like a skin, or you get a character, or you get a vehicle, or some little rinky-dink thing like that. But no, they want to expand this operation. Their strategy is to go absolutely fucking balls deep into this and make sure that you have no other option than to want to get it there. This is bad. This is very, very, very fucking shitheel bad. I can promise you. Because as soon as something like that happens, you buy the game at one of these fucking stores, guess what? You are missing out on a shit ton of the game because everywhere now has their own piece of it. What the fuck ever happened to just having the fucking game? Okay, and this kind of thing is even worse because, say for example, that happens, guess what? A lot of times, because it's supposed to be exclusive to those retail outlets, they won't actually make this shit available online for you to go and download as an option. Because if that was the case, then there would be really no reason to have to go to that store. Sure, you might be getting it for free, but it's not really driving the point home. So you might not even have the option to get it at any one point in time unless you got it brand new at the point of its release from that store. So that's pretty bad. And that's a short-term and long-term bullfuckery. Like, that sucks. Because say you waited for the price to drop. A lot of people do that. I do that all the time. Very seldom do I go out and get a game on day one, unless it's something I'm like, I must have that. So, wait around for a game, right? Wait for that price drop. Then all of a sudden, that exclusive content is no longer made available. Or, if you waited long enough, that content will never have been available to you. Ever, 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 ever. I'm just like, and like, if you got it used? No. And God forbid if a fucking mom and pop shop is trying to carry some shit like that, they got fucked every which way from fucking Friday. They're like Alexis, Texas. I'm telling you, fucking taking cock in every single available orifice and never getting anything really in return. Like, that kind of shit right there, I'm just like, no. No. Got the beer going on, not as big as Daniel Bryan's, but you know. But that's just one of those things, I'm like, why the fuck is this happening? Who is this benefiting? Not benefiting you or me or any consumer or any gamer out there at all. It doesn't benefit any of the people that work at GameStop. It only benefits the select few who sit at the top, who can look down on everything. This is the kind of shit that drives people away from gaming. Drives them away from wanting to pick something up. They're just like, you're really gonna fuck me. You're gonna fuck me. Like, absolutely fucking dry. Just gonna go in, no fucks given whatsoever. You got a cheese grater condom on? Whoa there. Okay, that's like some shit that you see in Saw. I don't need to deal with that. Like, okay. So, why can't you do shit like this? You want to get all this exclusive stuff. You want to work directly with developers and publishers and stuff. What about those games that don't ever get a physical release? Why don't you work hand in hand with those companies and be like, hey, we'll actually sell your game as a physical version here in our stores. You did it with Xenoblade and Chaos Wars on PlayStation 2. Those are two random games that came to mind that you could only find at GameStop. But you could also find Xenoblade Chronicles online on Nintendo's little store. But I'm just saying, like, as far as stores are concerned, that's the only place. Why can't you do some shit like that? I would be all for it. Or if there was going to be no collector's edition for something like that, why can't you just say, okay, then we will have the collector's edition. We will go out of our way to make sure that there is a collector's edition for this and jump through all the proper hoops to make that happen, so then you're the only one with it. Because you went through the work of doing it. Can't do something like that, right? No. It always has to be this dumb digital content that everybody's supposed to actually feel like, oh wow, I'm getting something great. I'm getting the most bang for my buck. Man, that's so awesome. So glad I got it there. Except for you're not really thinking that. You're thinking, wow, I'm still missing like X amount of missions and stages and characters and modes and all sorts of other shit. And then on top of that, then they have day one DLC already included in the online store that you have to go and buy. And then shit, they're like, oh yeah, and you want to get like this pass? So then down the road, whenever we go and release all the other stuff that we already made prior to this game even being released on the store shelf, yeah, you can go and get that when we unlock it for you. Because New Game Plus don't mean diddly fucking shit to us. You know, oh, actually achieving something in the game and then obtaining it as a reward? No. We don't actually believe in something like that. The fuck out of here. This is modern gaming, motherfucker. Get with the program. And the program frankly fucking sucks and everybody wants to change the fucking channel. But GameStop, it's always power to the players. Power to this and power to that, but at the end of it, it's really just power to you. Power to the corporate entity. Power to a bunch of fucking suits that don't know shit about their product or their customers. Your entire consumer base, you don't know shit about them. Just walking dollar signs that are going in and out of a store. I hate all of this shit right here. I really fucking do. So, there you go. They want to take parts of your game away from you. And they want to hold that shit hostage. This right now is a GameStop hostage situation. We got parts of your game. So if you don't come here, I'm telling you, we'll fucking delete this shit and you'll never see it whatsoever. Because we made sure to make them sign a contract that they could only make that content available through us. We're the distributor, that's it. So then, negotiations don't go very well, and most people end up just fucking caving in, emptying their wallet, buying it there, and then trying to go about their business in a feeble attempt to just go and actually be entertained. That's the entire point to this shit. Gaming is supposed to be about entertainment, right? Except for, I'm not entertained by ideas like this. I'm not entertained by the very fucking fact that you want to go ahead with this kind of business model, and it only just continues to get worse. And then when these ideas are supported and defended by mindless fucking drones, this is how it continues, and it just gets worse. When you accept less, you get less, and then even less, because they realize that you don't fucking mind. So if you want to take all the content out of something, hey, that's all fucking fine. Guess what? I just won't buy it from you. That's all there is to it. Like, I'm not going to do that because it'll showcase one thing at least, at the very bare minimum, that your fucking idea fell flat. That's about the only thing that you can do something like that. Most people are like, boycott, do this, do that. Look, most of us actually have all the power. It's in our wallets and it's in our bank accounts. When we don't show the money, then these ideas don't go anywhere. I like saying this stuff publicly, though, to let them know that an idea like this isn't going to sit well with gamers. And when a bunch of other like-minded individuals feel the same exact way, then that right there is going to resonate much further than it would normally. I fucking love the internet for that. Either way, opinions, thoughts, feelings about something like this, I don't really see an upswing to something like this, and that's really the truth of the matter. Normally, I can actually see both sides of the fence, but on something like this, I really don't see a positive factor in it, because it can only go bad. The stuff shouldn't be exclusive to anybody. You want to get an exclusive game because you worked hard with said developer to try to make that happen, that's fine. Because if it had no other chance of making it to a store and being in physical format, then there you go. That's actually pretty cool. But something like this, you're just taking shit away. That's all you're doing. I mean, you're just taking a whole product, chopping it off, and then saying, hey, we're special because we got this piece. Like, shouldn't you be selling the whole thing? Fuck you. And that's really it. Anyway, maybe everybody's got a different opinion, but that's mine. So, don't shoot the fucking messenger just for speaking his mind. This is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on. And hey, look at that. You did actually have to pay extra for something like that. Who would have fucking thought, right?